Hello, hello? And here we are. Now, I'm doing a test here, so I don't know if you can hear me, but we had a little bit of a collapse this morning on Facebook Live. So we've had to unplug everything, clean everything, put it back in the wall, hardwired everything in, and now I want to know if anybody there is actually listening or watching, whether this is working. And I need to check, you see, before we go live again tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, I want to know that the internet isn't going to fall over again, because it's quite stressful. And now the phone's ringing. Just bear with me. I'll deal with that later. Is anybody there? Yes, it's working. Margaret Lee, thank you very much. So what I want to do now is just spend 10 minutes. Margaret, if you're there and you can, go and get a piece of paper. Go on, we'll have our own one-on-one session, just you and me, babe. Get a piece of paper and a pen, and let's just do some doodling for 5 minutes, because I don't think I can waffle this long just to make sure. But it seems to me like this is working okay. Working. Great. It's a workout that actually works. I'm ever so sorry about what happened this morning. Let's have a look. Hang on a minute. Let me just check. Working. Couldn't be there earlier. Well, you didn't miss much. Yeah, I'm watching. Thanks, Angie. I'm here. Good. Well, now what we did do this morning, just to check, is feels stronger. What is wrong? It feels better than it did this morning. What I did do was, after I abandoned it at 10 o'clock, because the internet just kept falling over, it turns out that it was our router. The router was off. So, new router, hardwired straight into the wall. Now it's fine, apparently. Thank heaven for Dave. That's what I should say. Everyone needs a Dave. What a difference a Dave makes. Now, what I was going to say was that I did stop and I recorded our 10 o'clock session. So if you go on YouTube, you'll find it there, or you'll find it on the Clarity Stamp page. It's a real nice little session, if you like. I wouldn't call it a lesson, because although you may learn something, but the whole idea is just to get in the zone, isn't it, and to chill a little bit. But it seems to me that this is working really well now. Couldn't do that at 10 o'clock this morning, could it? You know, interestingly enough, that was exactly what it was all about. What I wanted to say this morning was that you have to work with what you've got. What I didn't expect to happen was for the entire internet to crash around me. But there you go. It's all there for your pleasure, for you to just doodle along with me later. When you can. It's on YouTube as well. And for those good people who are in the States and New Zealand and all over the world, which is very, very exciting, really, in a strange kind of way, it's all there for them too, because I'm sure they weren't there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure they weren't. So, do you know what? I think this is actually going to work. And while we're here, let's just do a little doodle. Have you got a piece of paper and a pen? Should we just do something simple? Should we do something simple? Come on then. Let me take you to overhead and let's see what we've got. Yeah, that's still in the right place. Woo! Okay, let's just try something, and then we'll go from there. Let's take, for example, a circle. This will calm us down. Let's take a circle. Let's take another circle, and let's take another one, like that. That'll do. And then let's put a centre, anywhere you like that. What is she on? And then, from here, go outwards, like this. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. What's important is that you're actually just looking at what you're doing Hello, thank you for joining me. Well, here we go. Isn't this great? It actually is working now. This is just a test actually, just to make sure that the video works and that the internet is not going to fall over again tomorrow morning, because it doesn't do my peace of mind much good, I can tell you. You know, much as I fake it to make it, but my old ticker's going like 10 to the dozen, and I hate it, and I feel uncomfortable in my skin, and you know, and I try to kind of turn it round, but the reality is that, you know, given everything else that's going on, that's the last thing I need. And I want to get it right, because there's clearly a need for this. There are so many of you coming in to watch. There you go. So I don't know what this is, but it's cool, isn't it? So all we're doing now is just coming out like that. There you go. And the internet's still going. Well, I'll be. Couldn't do that this morning though. This is, you see, this will help a lot, because then I'll be able to sleep tonight and I won't be panicking thinking, oh, 10 o'clock is all going to go wrong again. See, because now I know it's going right. Is anybody there? Is anybody working along with me? Are you doing this? Are you going to give it a go? I tell you what, tomorrow, right, this is strange as well. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock and at 3 o'clock on Hochanda, hey, big round of applause for the Hochanda team. They're doing a cracking job. 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock tomorrow, I've got there's a Pergamano show. Lovely, new, it's quite lovely actually. It's a lemon tree plate that Linda Williams designed. And, and yeah, it's quite appropriate really. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, is the title of her piece of work. So that's at 11 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock we'll be going through lots of different clever parching techniques. I'll be doing my best to carry you through, to take you through her beautiful artwork that she's prepared for the job. And then at 1 o'clock, this is quite special, we've got a 1 hour show, which is just at 1 o'clock, and it's showcasing a collection of Tina's really beautiful flower stamps. And they are in stamps and groovy actually, so they're quite lovely. And to be honest, what we're doing here, how are you doing? Is it working? Are you doing this? I'm quite enjoying this, you know. So you just go round and round and round like this from the centre. Anyway, so there are 4 flower stamps. This one's a bit ropey, what I've done here. It doesn't matter. Do you know these could be those Japanese hats, you know, from the top? You know, you look down, it's like an umbrella. Look, Cord, do you know what? I've just had an idea. If you did another circle like that, it has to be a proper circle. You might want to draw around something like a cup. But if you did that in the middle, you know, like those parasols. But if you did a parasol, then probably you'd want to get it much right, and then it'd go out beyond the line. Do you see what I mean? I know I'm going off at an angle or a tangent here. But you see, if you did that, then you went like that, but every time that you go beyond the line, it looks like one of those brollies. You know, these are wooden sticks, what I'm doing here. So, do you get it? And you could do another one there, look. You could do some lovely doodling within these sections, couldn't you? Do you see how it's turning into one of those umbrellas? Check it out. Anyway, so tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Hochanda. See what I mean about the umbrella now? You do, don't you? It's from that head-on aerial view. These here, right, I've got to show you. This is one of the demos. Look, see, look. And right. So what we're missing, right? These are Tina's doodles. These are these fantastic flowers that are going to be on the show tomorrow. This is just one of the 4. Oh yeah, cool. Look, so Tina's added a little doodle within the doodle. This looks great, doesn't it? There you go. And then all that loveliness underneath. So these are it's an attempt at what Tina's drawn here. Hey, check it out. These are rather lovely. Look, see? And then that's the base there. And then off we go again. I think you need the stamp though, don't you? I reckon. And the groovy plates are absolutely glorious. So, there you go. I reckon that is a result. And we are live and it works. So are there many people? Oh, I'm so glad. And I'm so glad you did the trees earlier, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. And did you do the rabbit? My rabbit was comical. My brother rang earlier and he said that that Sheila's, they look like ducks in the tree. Not funny, Steve. So yes, please join in and enjoy, and do check us out tomorrow on Hochanda at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. They're the Pergamano shows. No, not true. 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock, they're the Pergamano shows. And then at 1 o'clock, that's the Clarity Special, where we're showcasing Tina's loveliness. Well, we're going to give it a go anyway, remotely. Hopefully their internet's better than ours. But I think we're on it now. So I shall see you tomorrow morning in the SHAC at 10 o'clock for another doodle session. Keep smiling, stay safe, and thank you for helping me make sure that the internet isn't going to fall over. Bye-bye now. I think we have liftoff. I actually do. If you end this video now, you'll be able to choose if you want to save.